Hey guys, what's up beautiful people? It's your girl Nadia Official, and today I am here with my naked truth. Now in this segment of my naked truth, I have chosen to do a story time. So let's get into the story. Now when I was younger, I used to date this guy, and this was my first serious relationship that I ever had. And I really loved that guy. To be honest, I loved a lot of the qualities that he had. However, my main problem with this guy was he had no ambition. And when I tell you that somebody have no ambition, believe me, him have no dreams, no hopes, no aspirations. He didn't really want to do anything with his life, productive wise or anything like that. To be honest, he was one of those, what Jamaican would call uptown youths. You know, uptown guys, them parents already make life to a certain extent and have money to a certain extent. So, them not really feel that hunger that a ghetto girl or a ghetto man would really feel. You understand? So, basically, all he have to do is just sit down and wait until his parents pass away, and then he will have all his inheritance and everything. So, he didn't have anything productive to do with his life. You understand? So, dating somebody like that, being a person like me who had a lot of ambition, who had a lot of drive, it was really difficult. And a lot of other things that he would do like that would irritate me during the course of that relationship was, you know, when we Jamaican would say he's a watchy pums. Yeah, he's a watchy pums. Now, for those of you who are not Jamaican and don't understand what it means, I'll give an example. Like, for example, I would be working in Montego Bay, right? And he would call me and he would say, hey babes, where are you? And I'm like, babes, I'm at work. And then he would be calling me at work like 5, 10, 15, 20 times for the day. You understand? And like he would say, like, where are you each time? And I'm like, yo, I'm at work. So, for example, I would say I'm at work, and he would say, yo, babes, I'm actually in Ocherias doing some work for my parents. Now, for those of you who don't know the distance between Ocherias and Montego Bay, it's almost like 2 hours drive. Yeah, almost 2 hours drive, so you get an idea of the distance. So I'll be like, okay, babes, no problem. I'm leaving work now. I'm getting my stuff together to leave. And he's like, okay, no problem. And by the time I hang up the phone and get on my stuff and reach outside, the guy would be waiting on me outside, park up his car behind some trees, literally looking to see who else is coming to pick me up at my job or something like that. And I was like, why is he constantly doing stuff like that, you know? And he would constantly do stuff like that, like even show up at my apartment in weird hours of the night, like even 2 a.m. in the morning, to knock up my door and see who and me asleep, and then something there. When I let him in, he would come, he would look underneath the bed, he would look in the bathroom to see if somebody was actually there in the apartment with me and stuff like that. Because even though we in a serious relationship, we did not live together. Like, I've never lived with a man before outside of the time when I got married. When I got married is the first time I've ever lived with a man. I've always lived single. I've always had my own apartment and living single on my own. Or when I was single living on my own, I was living with my mom. But from the day I stopped living with my mom, I am always living by myself until the day I got married. So, yeah, he used to do stuff like that each time. Each time he would do stuff like that and it would piss me off. But put that aside, his own insecurities and whatever is going on with him. The main problem I had was the fact that he had no drive and he had no ambition. Now, over the course of the relationship, I used to give him a lot. When I say a lot of business ideas, I used to sit down and give him a lot of business ideas. And each time I give him the business ideas, every single idea I gave him would end up in the garbage bin. He wouldn't use none of them. All he would say to me is, okay, babes, I'll check with my mother. And I'm looking at him like, boy, you're a 25-year-old man Why are you, every time I give you a business idea or talk to you about certain things, you have to check with your mother? Like, that was something that was really getting annoying to me at that time too. Now, imagine this. Imagine you are an accountant working in say, for example, corporate Jamaica in Kingston, right? And you wake up in the morning like 6 o'clock, get ready to go to work. You make your breakfast for yourself and him. And then you leave him there in his underpants watching TV. And then when you come in 6 o'clock from work, 6 p.m. in the evening now, tired like dog from work, you would have this big teddy bear lie down in your bed looking at you like, babes, what's for dinner? Now you are telling me, say this man the home all day. In the same underpants you live in, you come back, come see him lie down there watching TV all day in that same underpants, and he's looking at you like, babes, what's for dinner? Now tell me now, people. Even the most patient of person would really and truly run out of patience by that time. So, one thing I learned is this. You see, sometimes when you date men who don't have any ambition, or if you're a man dating a woman that have no ambition, sometimes they try to keep you at their level because they are afraid for you to level up and leave them behind. So he would do little stuff to sabotage me throughout the course of the relationship. And what I mean is this, like, for example, the company that I was working with, they offered to give me a company car to drive if I had my driving license. Now, as a woman, the first person you go turn to is your man. So I turn to him as my man and I say, listen, help me get my driving license that I can get the company car. And you know, so the guy go around me and don't help me learn to drive. Yes, him go around me. And sake of that, me end up losing the opportunity to get the company car. Finally, I look at him and I said like, yo, I lose the opportunity, such a big opportunity to get a company car like that just for you to help me to get my license. You know what the guy look at me and tell me, say, I am not teaching no woman to drive no car, because when you teach woman to drive, a woman will drive out of your life. This is what I'm telling you. If you're a man out there or a woman out there dating somebody that don't have any ambition, run. Run. Because every single time you need to elevate in your life, them will try sabotage you. I remember the time when I was going to buy my house. And I went to him and I'm like, yo, I'm going to buy my house and I'm going to buy my house, this place and that place. Help me look at it and whatever, because at the time, like, I think his parents owned some houses like the ones that I was going to buy. So I thought that he would have some experience and knowledge in it, being as his parents owned some of those houses as well. People. When me say, the man go around me, tell me how I must not buy the house because it's a bad investment, and how the house them a crumble from the inside, and how the house them not strong, and how the house them this and how the house them that. So I'm looking at it like, what? But thank God I have some good friends. Yeah, right, that's so. So I remember I have some friends in construction, because the company that I work with are a construction company. So I asked them about those type of houses and all of that, and the durability and all of that. And them look at me and say, Nads, buy the house. The house them is a good starter house. The house them is a good type of house. Buy the house. And I remember I bought the house. And can you imagine that when I bought the house and everything, the guy look at me finally and tell me the real reason why he didn't want me to buy the house. The real reason why he did not want me to buy the house is because the house was in another parish. So because the house was in another parish from the parish that he lives in, he could not get to watch me pum from that far angle. It was too far of a drive. So he was trying his best to keep me in the parish that we live in. He didn't want me to buy any house outside of the parish. So whatever he feels he need to tell me to stop me from buying that house, he was telling me. People are telling I have some life experience there, So anyway, fast forward into the story, he would do a lot of things to sabotage my journey, my success journey. And no matter which business plan, business idea I come up with for him to elevate with me in life, he didn't want any part to do with them. It was a waste of my time. Like some of the times, if I could have get back some of them years there, some of them young years there, yeah, right there, so I would take them back. Because at the end of the day, you only live once and you're only young once. So yeah, some of those young years was wasted on wasted men. So people, me get frustrated. I came up with a last business idea and I tell myself, so look, if he did not follow through on this business idea, I am finished with this relationship. Now at the time, a company that I was working with was having, it's a construction company, so it was renting tents at the time. And I saw where we were renting tents from a company, and I saw how much, because remember I was the accountant at that time, so I saw how much money that was going towards renting these tents. So you don't know, a girl have ambition, girl have drive, so yeah, max out it and everything. So I look at him and I say, babes, listen me, I have this idea, we can make some money. So here what we're going to do, we're going to buy some tents. And at the time, I look at him, I said, I have 500,000 to put towards investing in a business. So come, may I use the 500,000 what I have, and we're going to invest into a tent business. So here what you're going to do. You're going to sell your car that you have, yeah, because he had a car that he wasn't doing anything with the car other than drive up and down and give himself trouble. So I said, listen me, the car is not making any money. The car is actually costing you money. So here what we're going to do. You're going to sell the car. You're going to, at the time the car was valued, maybe he could have gotten 500, 600,000 for the car. And then I am going to remove my 500,000 from the bank, and that's like $1 million, $1 million one. In that time, $1 million one Jamaican dollar is a whole heap of money. So I'm looking at him like, yo, we're going to put it together and we're going to start this tent business together. So all that money that I am paying this company to rent this company tent, the company would now have to rent tent from me. So now we could make a money and try make a future for our life. People, the guy put up for sale on the car. And everybody me see come and call him and ask him about the car and go around the people them. Because he had no intention to sell the car. He just put for sale on the car because he wanted to shut me up. So, me wait and me see 7 months pass, nothing. 8 months pass, nothing. So, you know what your girl do? Yeah, your girl get some garbage bag and you know, man come over your house, so them left them underpants, them left them toothbrush, them left all of them little something there. I put every single thing that I had for him in my apartment into a huge garbage bag, and I tie up that garbage bag and I put them at my gate. Yes, because at the time I live in Norbrook. I put them at my gate and it was a remote control gate, and I put them outside at the gate and I call him and tell him, so listen, come get your things. Now, people, the reason why I chose to tell you this story is this. You remember yesterday, for who didn't watch my video on Wendy Williams, when I was talking about karma in that video. So I get to thinking yesterday, I was saying to myself, but wait, now that my story is trending about how I get put out in France, maybe that was my karma for putting out my ex-boyfriend all these years ago. Life funny, what goes around, come back round. So that was my karma. So me put out him, and now my ex-husband put me out. But then, even if that's my karma, Come on, man. Fear is fear and justice is justice. You don't think it's fair and justice that I put him out? Now tell me now if it's not fair and justice. But karma nonetheless. Karma nonetheless. So yes, I sit down yesterday and I'm praying it, but like, wait, Nads. You're there to talk about Wendy Williams and now your story time story of how you get put out in France is trending. So, wait, you forgot to put out the youth. So karma reach you in your nastiness too. Yes, karma reach me in my nastiness, people. Karma. But I mean, even for a man out there listening, if you don't have a woman in our life and the woman have no ambition, no drive, no nothing about herself, and the woman just hold you down and stifle you in your life, leave that woman alone. It goes both ways. And to be honest, even though I sit down here laughing about it being my karma, at the end of the day, if me have a chance to do it again, I would have put him out again. And I would have put him out more sooner. I wouldn't waste so much of my good, nice, clean, sexy, young age. Sit down waiting on boy to grow ambition. You cannot force boys to grow in men. Boys will be boys. Because he will always be a boy. Anyway, I'm not diss nobody because I know nothing of his life now. I don't know if he changed. I hope he step up the plate and change some way, somehow. But yeah, sometimes in life, I guess your karma reach you one way or the other. Well, you don't know. This was your girl Nadia official. Always keeping things real and always keeping things official. Big up on yourself and let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is my karma or is it not my karma? Peace. I'm out. Bye.